I think we can start now. Well, good day, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar, where we'll be looking into the power of VR presentations. We'll be looking at some of the common barriers and some practical tips on how you can start hosting your own VR presentations. Sorry, something went wrong with my screen. There you go. I am Reggiani Lavelli. I'm sales responsible here at Yulio. I'm a civil engineer with over 10 years experience in the AEC market, BIM modeling and structural projects. I'm really glad that you're here with me today in this session. So, what are VR presentations? VR presentations can help you share your vision. It allows an immersive and engaging experience. A common misconception regarding VR is that VR presentations are disruptive, don't fit with your current workflows. Simply, VR has come so far where you don't need to completely rewrite your workflows, but it works with your workflows, fits seamlessly to what you already have. Some of the barriers, the challenges that we have, adopting VR might be that programs take a long time to create assets, media, or sometimes the media you create are just static and lifeless. There's also a steep learning curve with most tech programs out there, VR or not. And when you're a designer, every minute counts. Time spent not creating or designing is money being lost. Like mentioned before, the best VR tools are ones that work with your current workflows and can fit in seamlessly. There are tools where they feel separate and without many integrations with CAD tools you're probably using right now. And lastly, creating VR experiences might be expensive or just time consuming, but this is also a misconception which we'll cover later on in this webinar. Comes to looking for the right VR presentation tool, these are some things to consider. First of all, seamless integration with tools you already use. That's very important. Whether you can import your files or not, and what file types you can upload, how you're sharing your files, especially if they are large, and how accessible it is to the most important person checking it, your client. Headsetting the integration is also something very important to be aware of, and backups creation. And finally, if you're able to capture your client's feedback. Creating wow moments. That's the best part about creating VR presentations because of its innate ability to create wow moments. It's interactive and gives your clients something to do during your pitch. It's memorable, making it easier for them to recall your presentation when in their final rounds of consideration. Changes up the most boring parts of the RFP process and makes it engaging. And also, when you try it for yourself, you will be left wondering why you haven't used this type of technology before. It's truly fascinating, its ability to transport you into a space. Creating VR presentations also completely rid ambiguity and misunderstandings. What you see is what you truly get. Your clients can understand the way they know best, and you can get more informed revisions and get closer to their vision quicker, which means fewer revisions and saving time and resources, which means faster sign-offs. And lastly, Using VR can stand you out from your competitors. Everybody knows that the market is very competitive. So when you bring in unique experiences to your client and you demonstrate commitment to the latest technology advancements, that will definitely shape the relationship you have with your client and is going to make you stand out. Right. VR can also help you to go beyond only presentations and really use it for design reviews. You can identify and address potential issues early in the design process, which is a great benefit of using VR, and facilitate real-time collaboration with project stakeholders as well. Right, so what would be the future of VR in architecture? The upcoming trends would be increasing the seamless nature and communication between CAD and BIM and VR abilities, fully remote meetings and presentations, business with clients far away that you may never meet in person and will be closing projects remotely will benefit a lot from VR presentations. The ability to deliver on your promise and vision as quickly as possible. This is only made possible through fantastic collaboration between clients and designer and can only be facilitated through advanced technologies. Right, let's dive into what to consider when hosting your first VR presentation. First of all, we need to think about the headsets. So Yulio is compatible with Quest 3, and it's important that you don't forget to charge your headset and preload your projects before presentations. Also, it's important to think about the Wi-Fi connection. So ensure a strong connection and pre-download your experiences to view offline is also an option. When it comes to collaborate, especially Yulio's collaborate feature, remember to get your link ready to share with your clients for a seamless presentation. And also prepare a QR code if you want even quicker joining it to your session. Right, once you are immersed in VR, when your clients finally hold up the headset, remember to take it slow to reduce VR motion sickness. Remember to take the time to instruct them, especially if it's their first time, to look up, look down, and look all around. Remind them if there's a floor plan, that will help with spatially navigating through your space. And very important, take it slow. This might be the first time and you don't want them to feel disorientated or scared. Let them explore for a few minutes, then jump into your presentation. Finally, when it comes to using VR in trade shows or other applications, in person, you should launch a collaborate session and activate explore mode on your presentation screen to auto-fund your experience while you're presenting. This catches the eye and encourages people to come over to find out more. While hosting your collaborate session, show exactly what your viewers are seeing in the VR headset in real time. This ensures everyone is engaged. Also, if you're hosting a remote presentation, remember to open your project in its own window to reduce distractions, and also include ways to follow up. Because the nature is remote, you want to still have some sort of call to action to ensure you're getting the most of your VR presentation. Collecting feedback is one of the shining features of Yulio. Collaborate using Yulio means that you can send a URL link to your client and you can see what your client is seeing using this feature. We also have a feature called Project Markup that allows you to collect feedback live when you're meeting with your clients for better revisions and reduce the amount of iterations needed. Right, this is what our clients are saying about Yulio. Andrew from Diamond Smith says, what Yulio let us do was create a spatial cohesion by stringing together multiple scenes with hotspots. That way, someone not used to looking at our plans can understand and orient themselves much more clearly. Also, Pauline from Visual Bureau says, Yulio was the easiest and most intuitive tool. Since I was already using CAD programs, I could just turn them into VR with Yulio quite easily without having to spend a lot of time learning new software. I could get started right away. Finally, Azim from Active Office says, Yulio Jump has become a tool we use every single day in our practice. We are absolutely getting a huge return on our investment in Yulio. That's one of the most attractive benefits of Yulio. Right, so I would like now to explore some parts of Yulio together with you today. Yulio is the simplest way to create, enhance, and present VR and AR. We work with tools architects and designers already use to break down barriers to presenting immersive design stories and make it easier to share your vision. What makes Yulio special is that we've embraced the need for VR to be fast and easy to implement. So Yulio is simple, mobile, and affordable VR. It was built to fit into a design firm's existing workflows easily. It converts CAD files and other assets designers already have to VR. And it's mobile, which means that you can share your designs anywhere, anytime. So I would like to go through with you some VR experiences now using a web browser. Here, if you go to our website, yulio.com, and if you go to VR Showcase, we've got plenty of examples to explore from projects created with CAD tools and 360 photography tools. As I said before, Yulio has a link with Autodesk Revit, CET Designer, SketchUp, 3ds Max, Rhino, and also Enscape and Lumion. So you can come to this session and explore a few of the presentations we have here. So I would like to start with a project created in Revit using Yulio Jump. Yulio Jump is our unlimited cloud-based platform. When you subscribe to Yulio, to a Yulio license, you get Yulio Jump with it, and you get many other collaboration features as well. This is a VR presentation, as you can see, and what we can show, you can see here, you got these dots on your scenes, which means they are navigation hotspots. They link scenes for walkthrough effects, which is really nice, or you can also use a floor plan, you know, to navigate through your VR presentation. Right? You can also have text hotspots. I like this one. I like this example. It's got like a nice furniture feature here, which is the sofa. So you can add some text to it. You can add a third-party hosted video, and as a hotspot, and you can also add some ambience music, you know, that's gonna help. I'm not sure you're gonna be able to listen to that, but it's really nice when you can get your clients really immersive in including the hearing sense as well, you know, makes it even more memorable. Right, next one I would like to show you is this one. Is a nice example. We've got different types of navigation hotspots here. So this is a nice one where we can add still images. Here, for example, is an image from what this refurbishment would be before, and the VR presentation about how it is, how it could be, you know, after the refurbishment. So it's really nice. Here we can have different materials as well added as an image, or we could have scene options as well that allow you to show your space with multiple options in things like color or finish. Another thing I would like to show you is the option to embed a video on your presentation, on your VR presentation. I'm not going to enable the audio, but this is basically what you get, a live presentation on your VR presentation, right? A presentation inside the presentation. Right. One last thing I would like to show you is related to AR. So we've got here a nice example of adding AR, augmented reality, to your VR presentations. So this is an example. If you click here on this icon, you can have this QR code, and if you scan it, you are able to see what I mean by AR. You know, if you feel free to experiment for yourself, you know, using your phone or your tablet right now. Right. To finalize now, I want to show you how Yulio looks like, you know, the platform. This is the platform, and here you can find all the information that you need, you know, to be able to create your VR presentations, including scenes, audios, images, videos, AR models, floor plans. You are able to create it, mark up, share, and you can also collaborate with your clients. It's only here the platform. It's pretty easy, and I'm sure you're going to be able to create your first VR presentation really quick. Right. I think that's it for today from me. I would like to thank you for joining me, and also would like to invite you to go to our website, see for yourself all those VR presentations, and start your 30-day free trial today. If you want to know more about subscriptions and how the features and how it works, you know, how the annual subscription works, feel free to contact me. It's going to be a pleasure to help you. And lastly, I would like to invite you to our next webinar. That's going to be next Thursday on the 23rd of May. And it's going to be for basic training with Yulio. So if you want to start your 30 days free trial today, you'll be able to get a free training on our next webinar. Right, that's it from me. If you have any queries or anything that you want to know, please get in contact with me. My email is rlavelli@yulio.com. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.